We are again. Let's start with page 2. So we'll go down here. We are in Live Files. Let's go down to page 2. Here we are. Double click. We'll open it in Adobe Camera Raw. Here we see some highlight clippings, but it doesn't matter because they're in the area where Kevin has provided us a picture with perspective control. Okay, so we start with auto. We go into the light control panel. Let's adjust wiggle the exposure. We're okay with it, so we'll just leave it right there. Contrast, maybe drop the contrast a little bit. Nope, too much. I like it the way it is. So highlights, let's drop those a little bit, get a little more detail out of in the sky and in the smoke. Whites, same thing, drop that a little bit. Maybe we're okay the way it is, that's good. Blacks are good, we'll keep it. And color, I don't think we need to worry about the color balance, but we do need to go to the curves and pull up the shadow details to suppress the highlight warnings. So we're done with that, and then we go to effects, and we'll go load our presets. So we can do our backslash before, after. Really not much changed from this. This is good. We'll go zoom in now to 100%. Again, we're dealing with a pretty decent image, very high quality. So once again, thank you, Kevin, for the good stuff. We got a little shadow, little highlight clipping going on here in the names, the paint on the number on the locomotive side, and here a little bit here too. Really not terrible, but we'll suppress them anyway. Just here, we just need to move this down 1 or 2 from 255 to suppress those highlight warnings. We're really a long way. This is a good picture in many ways. So it's time to open it into Photoshop. Let's do I do it routinely, the shadow highlights. Where is here is actions. We don't need this one, so we'll delete it because we have the same one here that I recorded earlier. Where is it? Here it is. We make it go back to layers. Oh, I guess that didn't work. Let's try that again. There we go, that worked that time. So here this is. We'll turn on the visibility to see what we've done, and you'll zoom in a little bit so we get a little better idea of what we've done. So we have made pulled some more detail out of this black. Let's see if we can get more. We'll just add the tone. That's probably too much, so we'll back it off. Yes, I like what this has done. We'll zoom out so that we can see the smoke and see if we can get some more detail out of the smoke. It's probably okay the way it is. Darken it down, make the sky a little darker, but I think we're okay with the default. So we're okay here. So basically, this image is ready to go too. So we'll save as, so that we can RT, go to the images, save, replace, because we've been doing this so many times. And okay, now we're ready to go. We can close this, close this. We can go back to Bridge and go back to the images retouch, find page 3 or page 2, and go back to InDesign, scroll down to the page 2 frame, go back to Bridge, click and drag Command Tab to invoke the contextual menu, go back to InDesign and drop into the frame. I'm going to go back to the original, and we can see this. Here we go. This one would be easy to by just stretching it a little bit, and we've got it where we want it. Plenty of smoke, kind of like it like this, with plenty of smoke. Let's see what this looks like. What's over here in this? Okay, we'll live with that. Or we could crop it out. That would crop a little bit of the smoke, but I think the smoke is so dramatic that we can't enlarge this anymore. We'll lose the bumper, the cow. Well, it's not a cow catcher, but the front of the locomotive. And if we go higher, well, so maybe what we should do is demonstrate how to get rid of all these cars and this sign into the background. So what we'll do is we'll go back to Photoshop. Easily done. You press the Option key and double click on the image, and here we go. Let's remove this stuff. So we're going to have to save up, which combines the shadows, highlights, and the background layer. Shift Option Command E. Shift Option Command E will combine all these into one layer. And now we're going to use some of this new generative AI that Adobe has introduced to Photoshop. And we're going to zoom into this corner here, and this whole area here we should replace. So we're going to select subject. No, that's the wrong subject. We want to deselect. We're going to use rough with the lasso tool L. We'll just go right along here. And we're going to use generative fill. And we're going to say, we'll just generate it. It might take a moment. And while this is working, this as you can see, oh, well, it didn't quite do it. Let's see if it makes a better one there. That's kind of nice. We got our choices, but we could generate some more. Let's use this one. We could do it. We could do another, but we won't. Now, the one problem with generative AI is that it's not really a high-res image, and I'm not sure it's going to match, but it does. It's matching quite well. So I think we can accept this. So we'll save. Well, we'll save, and we'll go back to InDesign, and it's already updated. So we're really good to go here, and I'm done with this one. So we'll save the InDesign file. Now I'm going to show you one more example here, and then we'll conclude it with a final image, and we'll go to that one momentarily.